Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ruined by My Own Table. Okay, today on the docket, we are going to be looking at the Sarah Boone trial. Well, not the trial. The trial is starting in 2 days from today. It's the 27th of January, and we are expecting the trial to commence on the 29th of January. It's been 4 years in the making, folks. Almost. 4 long years she's been behind bars, writing letters, wearing out the pages of a thesaurus, not doing herself any favors, but the time has come, it's almost here, so we only owe it to ourselves and to each other to do a little recap. Today we're going to be looking at number one, the 911 call. Lots of details to unpack about that. We're also going to be having a look at the Suitcase video, something that could have very well happened to me by more than one of my ex-girlfriends. Absolutely. In some ways, I am lucky to be alive, and you all may be thankful that I'm here to bring you this news. We're also going to be starting the police body cam footage. We're at least going to do the Sarah Boone body cam footage today. We're probably going to do the full interrogation tomorrow, I think, and I think you will all agree that that deserves its own show, which will lead us right up to the 29th of January, where we will be live in the courtroom with Sarah and her attorney and the prosecution and her new judge. That's right. It's no more Judge Wooten, Honorable Judge Wooten. How much is your cut, Judge Wooten? Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. This footage is from the Rabid Dog channel. If you haven't seen his channel, he's got some great content up there, guys. Well worth an inspection. The last time I checked it out, there was very lively group chats going on, talking about footage, breaking it down. He, like me, likes the long format videos. So if that's your thing on this channel, we're sure you will like the content on Rabbit Dog also. Do yourself a favor and give the Rabbit Dog a bone, give him a like, subscribe, and go. Press play, God damn you.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, FRANTD.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
So, my boyfriend is dead. That's a line to commit to, isn't it? No going back on that one. Cops are coming, Sarah. And there's going to be a little more explaining to do than my boyfriend is dead. And she seems almost like she's talking to an automated service. Does anyone else think that? Like where you have to go, where it says, what is your apartment number? The robot voice, and you go, 3. That's the only address I've ever heard in the States with a single digit. You know, it's usually like 10, 29, 85. It's like a phone number, you guys in the States. You have such long address numbers. I can't believe it. But no, not Sarah. But isn't it annoying when you have an address like France Court, or as it will be called later in the video, France Lane, France Avenue, but she has to say FRANTZ, which I'm assuming is the German spelling rather than the more commonly assumed spelling of the word France, which is the country, FRANCE. And every single time you have to go, yeah, it's France Court, FRANTZ. Too much. But anyway, she's committed to the line. My boyfriend is dead. Notice not a hint of shock about it, although certainly she will be in shock. and panic. That's probably all she could get out. It was just like, ripping off a Band-Aid. My boyfriend is dead. Have to say that. I'm sure she must have gone through the options in her mind. Could I get rid of the body? And then when she called Brian, she was probably hoping he'd walk into the apartment and then leave to his car and say, I'll get the shovel. We'll take care of this. We don't need those cops poking around. We've got to think of Lucas and the future. Again, Lucas with the less common K spelling. That's Lukas. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
And what is that about? Stay online for the fire department. Lady, we need cops and maybe an ambulance. Or if you could just bring the collect your dead boyfriend out of the suitcase and take all the stuff to Goodwill service, that'd be great.
Fire rescue. So location, Mercy.
That's 32.
No, please don't leave.
4748 France Lane, apartment 3.
France Court.
She's so annoyed there, isn't she? I mean, bearing in mind, folks, she is hungover, which, as far as the cops are concerned, they only found 2 bottles of wine. We'll get to that later, maybe tomorrow when we do the interrogation footage. But as far as the cops are concerned, they only found 2 bottles of wine. Between 2 people, that is not that much for a functioning alcoholic, That is really not that much to be hungover. In fact, that's quite a light evening, I'd say. But, I suspect that she'd been drinking throughout the day, maybe a little vodka in the morning, maybe a little whiskey in the afternoon, and then the wine later at night. I don't know.
France Court.
Yes.
Okay, is this near Mackenzie Drive?
I don't know where that is.
Okay, fine, okay.
It's Hillwood Park Apartments.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and
Mm-hmm.
I put him in his case and we were playing. And
Okay.
like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Right, okay, what's your apartment number?
3.
Apartment 3?
Yes, like he has like blood.
You see, even the guy from the fire department was waiting for her to be like, yeah, it's 3, 11, 12, 1, 6, 9.
Coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if like he had like an aneurysm or like what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have had an aneurysm. He's been having those a lot recently, or a heart attack. He's known to have a lot of heart attacks, and he's notorious for running into the wall. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. Sorry, just woke up.
All right, okay. Listen, we're getting help out there too. All right, okay. Okay,
And now?
okay, yeah, man, listen, we're on our way out there. You're at 407-716-8684. Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase.
You see, they just don't. It's like they can't really compute what's going on. What do you mean you pulled him out of the suitcase? That sounds like he washed up on the beach, like he was kidnapped by pirates, and they put him in a suitcase and made him walk the plank while in the suitcase.
I tried giving him CPR.
Okay.
Well, that's what an innocent person would do. So, cleared.
So he was in a suitcase?
Yeah.
By the way, this picture of Sarah here, little chubbier than later, kind of, but a lot more lively looking. She's got her hair done quite, presentably, and there's a smile which looks kind of weird on her face, a smile. And she looks fairly happy, right? Almost like a normal functioning member of society. But little do we know at that point that she would later be turned into dun 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 a killer.
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Okay, how old is the
42.
boyfriend, ma'am? 42-year-old male. All right. Okay, we're sending help out there. Sheriff's officer out there?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen to me. Okay. I just need to confirm this. All right. I understand. I just need to confirm this. Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No. He's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me. Okay.
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
All right.
And she's got this thing where she's really, that's not the first time and it won't be the last, but she's got this thing where she's basically saying without saying, he's beyond help and it's pointless for me to do anything. And, we can't see George or Jorge. I believe it is pronounced George and spelt Jorge, but that's neither here nor there, really. Or maybe it is. What was I going to say? Yeah, the thing is that she just doesn't want to do this CPR. And I think it's because she's freaking out, needs a Dr. Pepper and a cigarette, It's like, just get the wagon over here, get them started, and I'll be out on the porch.
I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah, okay. Well,
but nothing happened. He's purple.
Okay, listen to me. There's a defibrillator available. I need you to get it for me, okay?
What is it?
You have an AED available?
No.
All right. You're right by him now.
I'm sorry?
Are you right by him now?
I love how it cut to a shot of her front door. I'd love it if there was what do you call them? A defibrillator? Like, I'd love it if there was just one on the wall right by her door. Is there one available? No, he's purple.
Yes.
Okay. Lay him flat on his. Okay, ma'am, listen. Is he cold and stiff?
What do people think about this 911 operator? I mean, he sounds in a bit of a fluster himself, right? And not necessarily because of this situation. He sounds like he's been involved in something in the office, or he's just in the middle of a game of Settlers of Catan, and it's his role. And the guys in the other room are calling, "Hey, Tony, get back here. It's your turn, man."
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's not necessarily cold, but he's stiff.
Look at that. They've got love hearts in the bushes and little signs that say welcome and a bit of art like hanging up. Doesn't that just spell functional relationship? How wrong we were.
Right, okay. All right, listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Removing the pillows. Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. Okay.
He's stiff and purple.
Right. Okay. Listen. Okay, man. That's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him. Okay. All right. Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Baby, I'm telling you. Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay.
Please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay. Listen to me. All right. I want you to place the heel of your hand.
Little bit of hope crept back in for Sarah at that point, huh? It was like, okay, he gurgled. Maybe I'm not going to jail forever. And he's not dead. But man, is he going to be upset. Probably have, brain damage from the lack of oxygen to the brain. Rough morning, Sarah. Really rough morning. Lot to deal with.
Okay, right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
we want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, going to this twice per second.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, no, just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me. Keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is mixing.
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest. That's all you need to do for me, okay?
Yes. Come on, please. Hurry up.
Okay, ma'am, they're driving here as fast as they can. Okay, don't stop to say hurry up. Just keep on pumping and counting.
I'm still doing it while I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay.
Still doing it.
All right, just continue pumping his chest. Count on a second count with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There is no way that she's actually pumping. You know what it's like to give CPR for someone? I don't, but I've seen it happen on TV, and those actors really get tired quick. And you don't count up the scale of numbers indefinitely. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or yeah, no, it's 4, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. She counts up to like 27 or something. And just keeps going. But you can tell that there's no strain or effort in her voice while she's doing this. She is not doing this with any power or meaning. She might just have like one hand, or like doing it with the toes of one of her feet, holding the phone. Hi, Sarah, what are you doing, girl?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
That's not even the right timing. Apparently, and this is an interesting bit of trivia, and a bit of ironic trivia, really, because if you want to do the CPR pumping the chest thing effectively to save someone's life, and this is a good thing for you to remember, guys. So remember to like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, because it's full of these good tips. Yeah, if you want to do it properly, you know what you do? You do it to the beat of the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive. Maybe they did that on purpose. Maybe that song wasn't just a hit. It was like a jingle for a first aid awareness, like what we used to do in school, you know? It was like, ha, 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 staying alive, staying alive. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which if you think about it is right in sync with your heartbeat.
31, 32. Please hurry.
Okay, ma'am, they're getting there as fast as they can, okay?
He's stiff and he's purple.
Okay. Keep pumping his chest for me, ma'am.
I'm still doing it, okay? Still doing it. Just don't make me count.
Right, okay, that's fine. Just you do a good job. Just keep on doing it for me. That's all right. They're getting there as fast as they can, along with the sheriff's office also, okay?
Please.
Okay. Keep on pumping, ma'am. 1,
We were playing hide
2,
and seek.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on.
See, he's got the Bee Gees beat down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha, 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 staying alive.
I'm pumping for me, ma'am.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Believe me, I'm doing it, okay? We were
Believe me, I'm doing it. Yeah, believe me. Believe me. I'm not desperately rummaging through my drawers and cupboards and the fridge to find any bottle of something. No. I am pumping his chest real quick. I'm up to 32 beats.
playing hide and seek.
Okay.
And what kind of excuse is this? I mean, I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir, but we were playing hide and seek. You know, what? Why?
All right, I understand. All right, just keep on pumping for me, okay? Okay.
Please hurry. This
Right,
is
okay.
horrible. This is horrific. What happened? Like, what happened?
Okay, man, just keep on pumping his chest for me, okay? They're in the parking lot. They should be up there shortly, okay?
I'm still doing it, okay?
All right, okay, good. And you found him in a suitcase, you said?
Yes. We were playing hide and seek last night. I fell asleep. I think they're here.
Right, just keep on pumping his chest until they take over, okay?
I am.
Okay.
And, you know, she's right in a way, because the paramedics are just about to burst into the room and they go, yeah, there's nothing we can do. He's gone. She gone.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Open. Come in. Can I stop pumping now?
That's what she says. Can I stop pumping now? I tell you what, just follow the lead of the paramedics, Sarah, okay? Do what they tell you to do. And shut up.
Them take over for you, okay?
When was the last time anybody saw him? Last night. Okay. We were playing hide and seek. He hid in the suitcase. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, he's been down too long. There's nothing we can do for him.
I wonder what his official time of death was. You know, can they call that? Can they, I guess, I mean, somewhere between midnight and 12, right? But if he's been gone, I think it only takes like 4 minutes to asphyxiate, to positionally asphyxiate. What a horrible thing.
Hello, ma'am.
And so we're there, obviously.
All right.
Yeah, no, my boyfriend. Is your boyfriend? Okay. Does he have any kind of metaphors? No. No, not that I know of.
Yeah, not that I know of. Yeah, nothing that I know about, no. But he could do. I just wouldn't know. He could have kept it secret. So definitely medical related. Nothing to do with the suitcase. No. Cleared.
Hello?
Hey, ma'am, the fire department's going to take care of you now, okay? Yes. So we'll see you there.
All righty. Hello, ma'am. You still there? Hello?
Okay, we're going to get into the suitcase video on a separate feed with the full footage. Let's have a look at the chat. We see we got Udi in the house and Kindred Spirit Rabbit showing up all the way from North Carolina. Nice. How you doing, Rabbit? Okay. Udi says 911 operator is lucky she didn't get him next. Okay. Get who? Yeah, good to see you guys in the chat, keeping it busy. That's what we like to see. You guys should be like moderators. You're here so often. Okay. Just taking a break to catch Metrix live. I've been busy. Oh, yeah, sure. Who doesn't want to take a break to catch Metrix live? It's been a few days, people, but we got to get busy right now. We got Sarah Boone trial. Those who have been following the channel, we have been covering the Professor Markel murder plots, Adelson's dentists, Catherine McBanoir, case for a little while now, about a month, and we're switching it up. We're keeping it busy, and we are just doing a little bit of revision on Sarah Boone pre-trial, as we're expecting to have some live footage from the Orange County Courthouse with a new judge. No more Judge Wooten, people. I forget the name of the new judge, but we'll get into that later. 24 years old. Okay. How do we know that? Okay. Apparently, Rabbit is not 24, folks. Okay. Guys, you guys are keeping me busy with these comments. Let's just say 50 is definitely in the rearview mirror. 50 is the new 20. Okay. Good to see you guys. Keep it busy. Right. We need to switch it up now, folks, to the actual Suitcase video. Now, trigger warning. I can't even show this video to some people in my life who freak out if they have a, what do you call it, an MRI scan. They can't do it. They have claustrophobia. And even if I tell them about this case, they say, Metrix, shut up. So where is our... yeah, here we go. So anyone with claustrophobia, look away now. So first point, what is this circle on the carpet? On the very dirty carpet, on the alcoholic house carpet? And I do see some paint here. Never really noticed that before. It's been a little while. It's been a little bit since I've watched this video. But yeah, there's paint around, and there's this circle. It's like someone has vacuumed this perfect circle. It's almost like a crop circle from Aliens. But I guess maybe there was a coffee table there, round table. And it's pretty sad to see these sandals here that are obviously belong to George, that he will never wear again. But a few things to pick up on here. Let's just go back a little bit. So the fact that George is not speaking yet and is checking, seems like he's checking if he can get out rather than actually bursting out of the suitcase. And I think I know where the stairs are, you know, and along with the evidence of the neighbor, the statement of the neighbor that he heard a loud crashing sound that started high and ended low. I think it's pretty safe to assume that George was in the suitcase upstairs and Sarah threw him down the stairs in the suitcase, which would explain the marks on his head, right? And I think this video started recording. George has actually been unconscious in there for a few minutes. And Sarah's sat down on the couch, having a drink, looking at her work. And as soon as it started to move, the suitcase, as he started to regain consciousness, she's like hitting the record button to show all her friends at the, when they meet at Subway. And it'd be a Subway that's like inside a Home Depot. That's where I imagine Sarah Boone meets her friends, in the kind of Subway that's at a Home Depot, which is just never as good as a standalone Subway, right? It's just not the same. Oh. You don't buy food at the DIY store and expect it to be good. At least if it's a standalone store, you know, it's their main thing to make the sandwiches good. One thing to focus on. So yeah, that's where I see Sarah meeting and showing this video with pride.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
You see, I find it quite strange how there's no shortage of the speculation that she planned to kill him in this manner. And I totally disagree with that. You know, I think she just wanted to have him in the suitcase and make him, you know, uncomfortable. That's no excuse. He's quite clearly in distress, and she'll be like, "Oh, he's done this before. It's the boy who cried wolf." And she's the wolf, right? And not even one in sheep's clothing, just a wolf.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
And what is that? That's like, when was the last time anyone said that? Because I'm guessing it was about 1999. Was that from Friends? It was like, talk to the hand because the face don't want to hear it anymore. That's another thing that hasn't been said in 25 years. Okay. By anyone. And even then it was by 9-year-olds and 12-year-olds, not a woman in her 40s, even if she is a straight A student.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah.
Again, not necessarily intention. Yes, as a sober person looking at this, it's quite clear that he's panicking and afraid. You know, you can hear the trepidation in his voice. And we saw in George Floyd's case, remember that? Of course you do. The medical expert who testified for the prosecution, right, for the state, said, yeah, you can be, if you are talking, it does mean that you are breathing at that moment, but 10 seconds later you might be dead. So I'm guessing Sarah Boone does not have a background in medicine. Just gonna commit to that. You know, if anyone wants to lay a little wager on that, be my guest.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Wriggle around some. I want to get video for it extra.
I have no idea what she said then. Wriggle around some, and I'm gonna go extra. I mean, she is hammered, man. That is not one bottle of wine. That's all day drinking, and all day, every day for the past month. I mean, she is way gone.
Because I got this.
Sarah.
Wriggle around.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you cheat on me.
Sarah.
That's what I feel like when you cheat on me. That's what I feel like when you choke me. I mean, yeah, should we go back through the criminal history of these two knuckleheads? I mean, I hate to speak ill of the dead, but George was, you know, this is a classic, toxic, codependent relationship of two alcoholics. Right? And whenever he would get arrested for DV, you know, she'd have him arrested and the next day be there to bail him out, you know. and she got arrested. There was a situation where they were at a bar together, and George got annoyed because Sarah had asked another guy for a cigarette, and she probably did it in a drunken, flirtatious manner, right? Something like that. George got annoyed and went home. Then she came home and started a physical fight. She was chasing him up the stairs, strangling him, hands on the neck, pressing. And then he kicked her in the face just to get away. And basically, they both got arrested and both got taken in and put in holding cells. And I think it just got dropped because it was just the cops were like, these two are just knuckleheads, right? But yeah, those sorts of signs, if you're in a relationship where that sort of stuff is going on, it's you're not in a good place. And stuff like this can happen.
Fuck you.
Doesn't that sound like a cartoon parrot? Fuck you.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Okay, so that's the 2-minute video. There is another video that was time-stamped 11 minutes later when the suitcase has been it's changed position. It's upright on its side, I think. But she's asked about that in the interrogation, and they're saying they're trying to explain it to her quite slowly. Using what do you call it, read techniques and all that sort of stuff to elicit some more information from her. And the lead detective is just like, okay, so listen, there's this video which is 2 minutes long, and the suitcase is like this. And then 11 minutes later, there was another video where the suitcase is like this. And before she can even finish the sentence, Sarah Boone jumps in and is like, I flipped it. And doesn't that just create such a crazy image of her getting up off the couch and just messing with the suitcase with him inside? It's crazy. And yeah, we know the rest. She goes, okay, so now we're going to skip to the next morning after the 911 call, after the paramedics have arrived, and we're going to cut to the cop that shows up to take the report and fill out the paperwork and see what the hell is going on here, So let's just go back to the chat while we have a quick minute here. She filmed this. Hey, Rabbit, have you not seen the Sarah Boone case? Get into it, girl. It is, it's about to it's been 4 years. She's been waiting for trial, and it's kicking off on Monday, and it's a good one. So Udi says, taking into account culpable negligence and intent to kill are similar but not the same. Did she have intent to kill? I don't think she did. If she did have intent to kill in the state of Florida, that would be first-degree murder. She's not charged with first-degree murder. She's charged with second-degree murder, okay? So, and then there will be the lessers of manslaughter and culpable homicide, and but it basically means in Florida, because each state defines this different, well, as they wish to, reckless endangerment. Actually, it's more than that. It means she had knowledge that her action or inaction would likely cause the death of another. I'm not reading that from the legislature definition, but it's roughly correct, I believe. If anyone has the real information, leave it in the comments. Remember, like, share, leave a comment, subscribe. How easy is that, guys? Udi agrees. Rabbit says, is she charged with second? Yes, we were just unlawful killing human being perpetrated by any act imminently dangerous to another depraved mind, disregard for human life without any premeditated design. Yeah, that's what she's charged with, Rabbit. Yeah, Florida is punishable by up to life in prison, and I am amazed. Maybe we'll go through the letters on she's been releasing a lot of letters to the judges and courts. She's been through 6 attorneys that all leave her because she's too difficult to get along with. They request to be withdrawn from the case because of irreconcilable differences between attorney and client. She's basically doesn't understand that public defenders have a caseload and they're dealing with multiple cases at the same time, multiple clients, multiple defendants. And Sarah Boone, narcissist, absolutely expects full attention and like someone to hold her hand the entire way, So that's been really tough. And the attitude within her letters, maybe we'll go through some of those tonight because they're very good value for money. they're hilarious. And what they're so revealing about herself, her psyche, her setup, and her complete just fantasy land that she's living in. She's expecting that the new judge is just going to look at the case and go, well, clearly this is a wrongful conviction and or a wrongful accusation, a wrongful charge, and we can just let it go with time served with this compensation money. Here's a lifetime supply of Home Depot Subways. Knock yourself out. And at no point has she acknowledged her alcoholism, but her ex-husband, who she has already called, I don't know how closely the people out there have been following this case, so I don't know if I'm over explaining things. I tell you what, let's just get into the next video because that's got more visual impact. We start to see Sarah in a drunken, thirsty panic, and the cop, the first attending police officer, the first responder from the police, is fantastic, very calm, kind of a little jovial. She's really cool. Let's check it out, guys. I googled and Boone is charged with 2nd-degree murder. Lordy, have mercy. This is beyond depraved, isn't it, Rabbit? I'm amazed you haven't seen this one, Rabbit. This is great. Okay, so 6 lawyers, as foul as lawyers are, not the seconds or 6 stuck around. Now that says quite a lot. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And 4 years she's been behind bars, proclaiming her innocence, saying she's... Oh, it's hilarious, Rabbit. We'll get into it shortly. Okay, let's skip ahead here. Stop sharing the screen. Present. And... Okay, guys. So this is the body cam of the first cop on scene. The paramedics are already there. He's already been pronounced dead. And Sarah Boone is waiting outside, waiting for some cops and detectives to arrive so that she can deal with this in the most self-preserving way possible, right? So her lines are going to be, we were putting a puzzle together last night and painting, having fun, enjoying each other's company. And we decided to play hide and seek. And she put him in the suitcase, which isn't how you play hide and seek, right? You don't hide the person that you're going to be looking for, because then you would know where they are, right? So, you know, I've got my own theories, and I'm sure they're shared by many about how he got in that bag. But let's see what happens here. We got the sound on this one? He was last seen last night, so.
You could get all your guys out of there.
What's that?
You could get everything out of
Wrapping
there.
up getting info. You got a clipboard on the LEDs and stuff.
Oh yes, thank you.
That's a great parking spot, hey? Like, it's a full parking lot, and the cop just pulls right up to the door. Good luck, cop. Packet of Lay's in with the paperwork there. Oh, yeah. Where do you file your potato chips? I file them under L for Lay's, right next to the death certificates.
Who pronounced?
Oh, right there.
Did you call it? What time did you call it? Hello there.
Isn't it amazing, these paramedics, how they're just, you know, it's like they're waiting for a delivery. It's just I mean, I guess it's not an average day, but it's not her first time dealing with something like a dead body, you know. Just a day at work, huh?
Here? Okay, I'll talk to you. We gotta get some information from
I
the
know.
fire
That's
department.
the property manager. I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or just so he knows what's going on.
Where is he at?
He wants that way.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that.
Okay, so the property manager, I don't know if it's this one because she said he, but there is an audio interview with it's not the FBI, but the detectives that take over the investigation. They go and interview people, and one of them is the property manager, and she has some very good insight into the relationship of Sarah and George. Maybe we'll get into that tonight. Let's see how we get on with this video.
I had a cigarette though.
I'll get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need something to drink.
Okay, well,
I got my doctor.
Yeah, I really need something to drink. I had a lot of wine last night, and my mouth is about as dry as a camel's armpit.
Have on the counter.
okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second.
It's Armando.
Put the time. That you called it?
Yeah, I put that right there.
That's the time you called it? Okay, perfect.
Buy this product.
You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and I, we drank last night. We had a
Can you pass this to the...
We drank last night. We drink all night, every night and in the day. I mean, we're going to unpack the history. Her ex-husband, Brian, is also going to be making some interesting, revealing statements about her lifestyle and the deterioration of it.
Around to the FBI stuff, they need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're not
Oh, they're not
anywhere.
leaving?
I
Okay.
think I'll walk around.
No. Each of them has to, because this might be a real thing. So each of them has to put their name
Normally
in
we
it.
all I just put everybody.
Yeah, you call it working.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and
that's
I
all
are
right.
putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have.
She's kind of surprised at that, right? I mean, hey, do I do puzzles? When was the last time I did a jigsaw puzzle? Well, yeah, not recently. Not in the last 20 years. But I do know adults that do, so it's not that unusual.
A puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art kind of there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night. Okay.
And you start to notice that she's got these phrases that she latches onto, and some of them are a little too much information, if you know what I mean. But this is one of them. Having a good time with each other, enjoying each other's company. You know, she repeats them throughout, and it becomes clear that she's in a panic. Thought, okay, I got to call the cops and I got to tell them about what happened. So I need to paint a good, wholesome picture that doesn't spell revenge killing.
So then it's like we decided to play hide and seek, right? Okay. So he gets in the suitcase. Okay.
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
Okay, we need to give a little background here for Rabbit. She says, can you all just explain why this dude even tried to get in the case or anywhere near a suitcase to crawl into? Okay, so this is something that's kind of unknown. Sarah Boone's line about it is that they were playing hide and seek, and that this was something that they did in their relationship, and that you know, they try to outdo each other, which is kind of funny because they live in a small, tiny townhouse with like one up, one down rooms, a little kitchenette, and I think there's a bathroom upstairs and a courtesy toilet downstairs, washroom, whatever, and that's it. So there's not that many places to hide. There's under the bed, behind a curtain, in the shower, and you know, that's pretty much it. So it doesn't sound very likely. My personal theory is that she did want to get revenge on him, and that maybe she had lured him into a case with the promise of some kind of sensual treat, if you get my meaning, some kind of sexual thing, or you know, something like that, you know, or does anyone remember the episode of Friends where Joey is trying to sell the entertainment center, and the guy that's coming to buy the entertainment center says, I bet you couldn't fit in that cupboard. And Joey says, okay, I'll prove to you I can. And if I can't, I'll knock $5 off the asking price. And he does, and the guy locks him in and then comes back with some friends and steals all their stuff. So it could have been something like that. I bet you can't fit in the case. She lured him in there somehow so that she could throw him down the stairs in a suitcase, basically, and get him back for this is a toxic relationship that she says, oh, this is like when you cheat on me, but apparently later she says that when I say cheating, it's like on his phone. So she wasn't happy about some kind of correspondence he was having with another woman, and there was violence between each other both ways. lot of drinking and a lot of baggage, and you know, it's really unknown why he was in the suitcase, but my theory is that she tricked him in there with the intention of throwing him down the stairs in a suitcase, you know. That much of it was planned. I don't believe she planned that he would die, because that'd be, you know, her panic and her shock seem real. If she was planning to kill him, she might have thought, well, I should probably plan what I do after. Because as we'll see, how this situation unfolds is not a good plan.
I called him over here.
Okay, okay,
I didn't know what to do.
okay,
I didn't know what to do.
okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
Okay, there's Brian. That's the ex-husband. And that's who she's saying, you know, before she called the cops, she called Brian, who lives just down the street, close by. But he came over, took one step in the door, and, you know, said, okay, I don't want to be in here. You got to call the cops.
Called you guys. I
Did
tried giving him CPR. The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning.
Yeah, if I fell asleep, how could I be the killer?
When I found it.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
Lady, 1 o'clock right now is when I get up. That's morning to me. I am a chronic, functioning alcoholic. You know.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him and I took him out. I tried doing CPR.
You can just tell from her face how much she drinks. You know that she's quite thin. She's quite skinny in her body because she doesn't probably eat that much. You know, she drinks her dinner every night and she drinks all day. And that puffiness, that chubby face, that's such a drinker thing, you know. They don't get fat on their body, but they get fat in the face. It hangs off them.
And then I called him and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband or
Yes.
your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who dipped him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay, okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep.
Rabbit says hide and seek, or a version of it otherwise known as imprison and abandon. Yeah, totally. That's the new game. Do you want to play imprison and abandon? It would have been so much better for her if she said, listen, guys, we're kind of kinky in our relationship, and this is part of our sex act, you know, a sex act gone wrong. That might have swung for, swung with the detectives. It would have been a lot better than hide and seek, and I put him in the suitcase. Oh, yeah, that's the advanced form of this game. Too right, Rabbit, you know it.
I don't know if he's suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that
didn't
I
take
know
any
of.
medicine
No.
last night?
No.
This is another thing she does. None that I know of. And when anything comes up about the times, she's real foggy on that. She starts going 12:30 ish. Like doesn't want to lock herself into a time, right? She's got all sorts of little things she adds onto the the times. It's not going to save you, Sarah. In about 24 hours, you're in cuffs, okay?
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay, okay.
So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably.
You tried that all morning, what, for like 4 hours? Yeah, her wrists are about to fall off.
What ballpark? Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am
Hold on,
so
one
cotton
second,
mouth
one
right
second.
now.
Little fun fact about Dr. Pepper, guys, is that it was the go-to hungover drink for centuries. For centuries, people have been having Dr. Pepper after a night out. There's something about the certain level of sugar or the whatever makes that flavor that just sorts the hangover right out. And I kind of know what they mean. I used to like Diet Coke. Had to be the Diet Coke for some reason. That just fixed me right up.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done with this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, I'm
Appreciate
out.
it. Thank you.
But I tell you, the best thing for a hangover with no sugar, refined sugar involved, is coconut water. That is so good. It's so hydrating. It's like super hydrating water and kind of coconutty. Real good for a dehydrated, cotton mouth, wish you were dead hangover. Just grab a coconut and chop it open.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second.
I love how Brian kind of looks like a giant schoolboy in his shorts and his t-shirt, and he's got this little kind of hairstyle that's really it's like his mother combed his hair and licked her thumb and put it shaped it somehow. He really looks like a kid.
Okay, somebody else on that call break and
It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal
I
with,
need
right? Sit.
Ma'am,
I don't.
water. Just water.
I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your feet because
Rabbit says, yeah. Not that I know of. Well, he is allergic to a suitcase. Yeah. And he's got this weird medical condition where he's got to have, like a supply of oxygen at all times.
I don't want you passing out on me.
I need water.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
You're trying to, Charlie, but you on it.
Okay, so you don't live here in this house?
No. I live down in Lake Winona Cove.
Lake Winona Cove. Okay. Yeah. So kind of tell me how you came here today, or.
Well, I had been calling.
Come down here. We got to talk about it.
I've been calling since.
You've been calling.
Okay, you guys ready to see someone who is not hungover? This is him.
Your ex-wife or current wife?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Ex-wife. We've
Okay.
been divorced about a year and a half. About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out because this is supposed to be her day. So, her child.
Okay.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She drink.
They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school?
Yes.
Okay.
So she's not very good at picking up the kid. They have shared custody. I think it's they alternate weekends, and then it's twice exchange in the week. But basically, Sarah only takes the son. He's like 9 years old. Only takes him for 1 day a week because she doesn't want to take him to school in the morning because she's drunk, and it's just this Brian Boone, the ex-husband, is having a real hard time. And he's going to give us, this is the first bit of insight he gives us about her drinking, which, as Sarah would have you believe it, we had a bottle of wine last night. Just a bottle of wine. We were doing puzzles and painting, enjoying each other's company. Word.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then finally got a hold of her at 12:49, which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out.
Can you believe that? You need to call 911 and get someone over here. I need to go outside and have a drink and a cigarette. What? I mean, what?
The house because I didn't really want to
Who
be
called?
there.
Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But I called her
Give me
initially.
1 second, okay?
But I called her
Do
initially.
you have water in your car by any chance?
I don't think so.
Nothing?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, so she called, you get over here.
Well, I called her first.
Okay.
Trying to find out if she's going to get Lucas. That's when she told me everything's going on. I got my stuff together, put the puppy up in his crate. When I was starting to drive over here is when she called me to make sure I was coming.
So let's just recap a little bit there. Brian has taken Lucas to school. Presumably that starts at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. He's taken their son to school. It's Sarah's day to pick up the son from school. He, by habit, by learning, has to check with Sarah and double check that she's gonna be able to make it to pick up the son, because she's totally unreliable, because she's always hungover or drinking. So he's calling 11, 11:30, 12, He's used to this. This is totally normal for him. And then he gets a call back from Sarah. And it's not a call to say, yeah, I'm on it. I'm going to get the kid. No worries. We're going to have a great day. We're going to go out for a meal. And no. It's George is dead in a suitcase. And can you come over? I don't know what to do. And poor Brian drops whatever he's doing. I don't know if he was running or what, but he's packing up his puppy into a crate, going out of the car, putting the puppy in the crate in the car, and driving over here. I mean, look at this. This is all within the last hour.
Coming, and then I got over here right after.
Did you go inside and see, and then
I walked inside the front. I didn't see the little front tile area.
come on, step this way?
I saw legs.
Saw legs.
I just didn't really want to be anywhere around it, so I told her.
Well, just for the sake of the crime scene, I want to know, if I were to find your footprint, it would be because you went this far into the house. So did you actually make entry past the threshold?
I don't think I ever made it to the carpet. I think it was just in that. I've been over here before.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I don't think I stepped past that tile area.
Okay. So
I touched doorknob. I don't think I touched anything in the kitchen. I don't know if that really matters.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what you have. Well, sit tight for us. We're going to make a few phone calls, and then we'll go from there. Do you know if he has any medical issues, or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before.
I've met him before, yes.
Okay.
Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, you guys.
Yeah, they've got a whole fun history.
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested, I think, 5 times.
Really? Okay, I'm not familiar with. I haven't been here.
Okay, he's been arrested 5 times, guys, but don't get too focused on that. Don't get hung up on that. This is not a case of some crazy, violent, drunk boyfriend who beats her and she's trapped and had to do this to survive. No. No, they're both as bad as each other, and she's probably worse than him. I mean, if you look at pictures of him, he looks like a little tiny thin guy. I mean, not that doesn't really mean anything, but this is not a justified killing in any stretch.
Personally,
it's
so they have
he's currently on parole
of domestic violence with her.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, we trial something or other stuff like that. But I mean, like every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get him bailed out too. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from the tap. Probably gonna pass out on it. Okay. Well, listen. Please do me a tight.
Oh no,
I'll make a few
not a
phone
problem.
calls.
I mean,
When does your kid need to be picked up?
Lakeline Elementary.
How soon though?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Okay. Let me try and get this going for you because I know you need that. Martinez.
I just love this cop. She's so nice and kind of light, if you know what I mean. Friendly. Like, you look like you could have a good conversation with her about anything. You know? Happy cop. Loves her job.
I'll go ahead and start making the calls. Sam, could you go?
Okay, she's now drinking out of the garden hose. Nothing spells well-adjusted adult who's not hungover like drinking out of the garden hose at the murder scene. Or the scene of the dead body, whatever.
Go ahead and give me his last name, Torres. Spell it for me. Torres. And his first name? George, Jorge. 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 His birth date?
2/13/78.
And this is the boyfriend.
Yes.
How long?
3.5 years.
Living together that whole time?
Yes.
Okay. And your last name?
Boone.
Spell it.
Boone.
First name?
Sarah. Sarah.
Birth date?
Yeah, so another interesting fact, guys. If you put Sarah Boone into Google, it's not this lady who pops up. It's the inventor of the ironing board, as we pop board, and I think it was the first black woman to ever successfully obtain a patent, register a patent for when you design something, and it's still basically the same design today. The way the legs fold out, she did that, and it was way back when in the around the I think it was a bit after the Civil War, but certainly when people of color were not doing stuff like that. So pretty much a pioneer of the ironing board. It has 1,000 uses.
777. So you've had a second to kind of collect yourself. Tell it to me again. You guys were playing last night, drinking a bottle of wine,
Putting puzzles together, doing artwork.
doing puzzles, artwork. Okay.
Had a bottle of wine and then decided to play hide and seek.
Mhm.
So he
A bottle of wine. A bottle of wine. Singular. Between the two of us. Plural. So, that's a glass and a half each, right? Bottle of wine is 750 milliliters. I don't know what that is in fluid ounces. It's about 35 fluid ounces, I guess. But split between two, that's 1.5 large glasses each. That is not enough to make a functioning alcoholic talk like that. Even a normal, occasional drinker does not talk like that after a glass and a half of wine. Come on, you'd have to be like 13 years old, and it's your first time having alcohol. This is not the case here.
What time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30.
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep, forgetting that he was in
you
the
guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go seek.
Yes.
And at some point, you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is.
Little admission there. Make him squirm a little bit, whatever it is. Well, what is it, Sarah? Oh, and by the way, guys, apparently, at this point in time, Sarah doesn't remember that she filmed this on her phone. Either that or she thought she deleted the video, like she deleted it but didn't delete it from the deleted items. And because she just hands her phone over to the cops and they immediately find the video and then they play it for her in the interrogation. After she's done this whole thing, like, yeah, we were enjoying each other's company. What?
Then I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where it is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought it would be funny, a little
joke. It was. We both were laughing about it. And then I fell asleep.
Where did you fall asleep at?
Upstairs.
In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah, it'll come out later that was not the right thing to say. If she'd have said I fell asleep on the couch, there would have been a lot more room for but she went up the stairs into bed while he was begging for his life, saying I can't breathe, saying I need to get out. And she's like, yeah, this is what it's like when you cheat on me. This is what it's like when you choke me. And then intentionally went upstairs and went to bed. Oy.
Fully forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs
this morning or this afternoon. Yes, when I got up.
What time?
12:30-ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been going through. Jobs.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So I just totally forgot.
You began to do CPR on him.
Yeah.
Udi says, I do think it's fair to call it a murder scene. Well, it is. It's a second-degree murder scene, as we know now. And yeah, let's do it. Let's call it what it is, guys. The scene of a murder. Rabbit says, this murderer's namesake is the woman who invented the ironing board foldomatic design. Yeah. What a thing to share a legacy with, huh?
Yes.
About what time this morning did you start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. It was afternoon because I was awake. But then I finally decided to come downstairs at like 12:30-ish, whatever it is. And I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase and he wasn't moving. Nothing was happening. So I unzipped him, took him out and started doing CPR on him. Mm-hmm. He was on his way over here. I called you when he got here.
Once he got here, you called us?
Yes.
Okay.
And air was coming out and he was gurgling, but
of her hand there. That's not bloodstream, God.
You had to do CPR. You doing that on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing.
And he's got no medical. He doesn't take any medication.
I don't know. I don't know medical wise. What I know, he doesn't take any medications whatsoever. Okay. The only thing, like I said,
I do know that he needs
try my best to get you what you need. Okay, maybe.
Guys, we got a little break in the connection there, but we are back live.
One of these deputies has a pack from someone. To, sit down and I'll try and get you what you need. Okay.
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on your feet.
You want cameras?
Yeah.
Where's the place talk about?
Want to talk over here?
It won't be long before we are in our brand new. It's being all put to, which should be a bit of a delay if you're in Italy. And yeah, but if anybody wants to follow along, the Master Builders, you can check out our Twitter feed at True Crime Metrix _official, or just True Crime Metrix. We're the only guys with that good a name, you know.
$75.
He's in school. How old is he?
This will be a fun one. He's 9. He's third
I
grade.
can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay. 6th grade, you said?
Third grade.
Oh, third
He's
grade.
9.
3rd grade. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So sit tight for us. I'm sorry it's so hot. Maybe the middle of that would be a good spot to stay in. So we'll take it from there. I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Not right now. We can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit in the shade? You okay right there? Or maybe a little closer here where the shade is?
You still on?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting up left-handed.
Oh no, you're in 24 right now. What in the world?
I'm like, nobody's going up there.
I heard silence. I said 220. I was leaving Econ in 50. Just gonna go get me a sub. And then I said, well, I need to go to that.
I was gonna go get me a sub at the Home Depot. Oh, yeah. God, classic cop diet, huh? Packet of Lay's filed next to all the death certificates. And yeah, lunchtime at the Subway in Home Depot. I mean, she looks like she's in pretty good shape, this cop. Not for much longer with that diet. Come on, guys. Have yourself some rice cakes and some, you know, steamed poached salmon. How about that, huh?
243 Delta, can I check?
Am I able? Someone asked, and then he said, wait a minute.
She doesn't even know what she's saying. Look, she is literally sitting in the gutter. Okay?
We can't let you guys communicate right now.
I know it's supposed to ask for one.
You want me to get a cigarette from him and bring it to you? That's okay. I could probably do that.
By the way, guys, this is out of Winter Park. We say T's over here. Winter Park, which is a suburb of Orlando, I believe. It's February. So it's probably about as cold as it gets in Florida. Looks pretty sunny, huh? Everybody's in shorts. And Sarah Boone is sitting in the sun under the stress of a murder conviction, under the discomfort of a massive hangover. So she's not exactly in the best position for critical thinking right now, huh? Can I have a cigarette? Can I have a Dr. Pepper? Can I have a water? I mean, everything she says is about herself, right?
Problem.
I was going to have him arrange childcare.
Okay, good. For the child in school up the street. Okay.
Is my name on there yet?
No, sir, it's not. I need to get her on there too, and him.
Yes.
So they're en route already, probably.
Did anybody call?
No, you want me to call?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were calling. All right, let me get.
She's talking about the detectives, guys, and we got to talk about those detectives because, well, we'll get to it.
Homicide.
But the secondary, there's a man and a woman detective coming, and the male detective looks like he's just walked out of 1975. He's got a giant pink shirt on, or is that in the interrogation? We'll see. But his sideburns, his hair, the general body shape, he looks like he wears cowboy boots for sure. And you know, one of those what do you call those ties, those like cattle tie, is it? You know, like with a 10-gallon hat.
Okay, let's see. Hold on, I'm still on. Let me.
It looks like she's sitting on the naughty step. on the bad girl step in a schoolyard, taking a time out. This is the body cam that is losing the audio, guys. It's not this feed, so don't panic. Don't unsubscribe to the channel. This is not our fault. In fact, hit subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. And tell your friends. This is the greatest show in town. I think we all agree.
It's natural. You're nervous. You have your anxiety. You're scared, right? It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know how to. I'm just waiting for whoever. So.
I could tell you this. I'm going to be here just as long as you are, including my. It'll be a while. I'm welcoming this breeze right now. It's kind of warm. All right, so just bear with us.
I know.
All right.
If you can like give me whatever updates or anything that you know of, that's just how I work. So I know like kind of what.
Well, let me look at my computer. See.
You hear that, folks? That's how she works. Updates. Very important. In a timely fashion.
We already got a detective on his way. He's on the screen. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's done much to settle her anxiety. The update is a detective is on his way to detect whether or not there has been a crime.
No, ella quiere lavarse las manos con. Honey, that's my corporal. Let me pick it up.
These are the detectives, okay? We got Detective Chelsea and Detective well, I forget his name, but he looks like a Bob to me. Doesn't he look like a Bob? Aye. With the audio. There's no audio on the video, guys. See if we can skip ahead a little.
See, I don't want you.
Here they come.
Hey, Sarah. Did you get enough water? No, if you want to stay seated, I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
All right, Sarah. My name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott. To my understanding, you reside here? Okay. Is it just you
And George.
Okay.
And I have a 9-year-old. It's 50-50 with Brian, my former husband.
Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or there's 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys.
30-ish, yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to play hide and seek.
Well, we were playing hide and seek. And then
Was your son home at the time, or okay?
No, with my
Ex.
with Brian.
Okay.
Yeah, like sure. We were putting puzzles together and we were doing artwork. Decided to play hide and seek, just being stupid.
Okay.
So he decided to get in the suitcase to dip him up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. So this afternoon when I actually got up out of the bed, I thought for sure he was downstairs on the laptop because he was seeing me. Like, and then that's when I found him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. And then you weren't sure about if you woke up this morning.
There. So
Okay.
I just laid in the bed for a little. I was like, oh my God, he's in the suitcase still. So I pulled him out and I stretched him out and I started to try to do CPR on him.
Okay.
I called you guys. Well, I called Brian.
Okay.
And then as soon as he got here, which is 30 seconds down the road, I called you guys.
Okay.
And the person on the phone had me do the concussions continually still and count with him until you guys shut up.
Okay. And so as part of our investigation, we obviously have to go inside the house. We have to look at things. Are you okay with us
Yes.
going in the house and looking at things?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I just,
And forensics, so we have to have our forensics crime scene investigators come out. Are you also okay with them coming inside,
Do
taking
whatever you need to
photographs
do.
and
whatever
okay.
you need to do.
Okay.
Can I ask, is Brian, I'm sorry, George, was he diagnosed with any kind of medical history?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't take drugs. I mean, he'll have the occasional bottle of wine here and there, but I don't know, like,
That was going to be my next question. So
I
you guys don't normally drink, you just drink once in a while, or?
well, I'm gonna say, like, okay, I guess normal drinking is, like, we will have, like, a glass of wine or two, like, while we're cooking dinner, something here, and we'll play a board game with him, little games in there. But, I mean, it's not, like,
A couple of beers a day?
well, but I don't understand though, like, for the little bit that we had, like, not had anything to do with it. Like, I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm or what happened to him. I don't know.
And were you guys together all day yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Here?
Yes.
Like neither of you left the apartment yesterday?
I think we drove up to the beach store to get cigarettes.
Okay.
But I mean, you can walk there.
Does he have any history of using any drugs? I know he doesn't now, because you said he doesn't, but
I don't know.
as far as you've ever known him, you've never
No.
seen him.
No. I mean, he's from Philadelphia and he grew up in Philadelphia and then he went to Massachusetts and then from Massachusetts he came down here. So I don't really know like a whole lot of like medical history or
How long
like
have you guys been together?
Almost 4 years, like 3.5 years.
You guys been living here the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. He's never been to the doctor or to the hospital during that time?
He and his brother got into a really bad argument at one point. He have facial reconstruction. But he had been in the hospital from that, and then I talked him into going to see like a regular physician so he could get just like a regular like checkup thing.
Yeah.
But there were no red flags.
How long ago was that?
The surgery or
Yeah,
the
both.
doctor?
Both.
The surgery I think was at this point what 2 years maybe, 2.5 years. The checkup was probably a good 2 years too.
Okay.
And the suitcase is still in there?
Yep, all I.
Is it normally stored down there? Did you guys travel recently?
No, he was going to start putting some of the, what do you call it, donations in there. So that's why.
That's why it's out?
Yes.
Okay. You guys didn't recently travel somewhere or anything like that?
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away?
And I both were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
But what position was he in when you put him when he went in? Was he sitting on his rear end and his head up, and he just kind of bent over?
Okay, so like this is the suitcase. Like this was his head, and then his knees right here, and his feet were down.
So he was laying on his side.
Yes. Yes.
You just closed the flap and zipped it around.
Yes.
Him. Okay.
We were playing.
Understandably. Okay.
So he said that I needed to tell you guys about his family. Like, who do I talk to about that?
We're gonna do that
We'll-
once we
yeah,
once we.
I'm a
Why is that?
for my life. His family have never liked me. I'm the blue-eyed white devil, is what they call me. So they've never liked me. They've never taken me in. They've never accepted me. I'll put it that way.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean like about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
That's
So
why
no one's gonna know until we will be making that notification. So
they're going to
it's
kill me.
okay.
Do
Well,
they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me. His kids are going to kill me in Philadelphia. They're going to kill me. This was not intentional.
okay.
And they're not going to understand that. They're not going to accept it.
We're gonna do a thorough investigation, and we will
scared.
definitely make sure that you don't feel scared when we leave here. Okay.
And
When
my
we leave.
9-year-old.
Well, he's at school. He's with your husband.
I know. Well,
Ex-husband.
Your husband said that, or your ex-husband said he made arrangements for your 9-year-old to be picked up.
Oh, okay, Mom. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go inside if that's okay.
Yes, please. But can you guys just keep me posted?
Of
So
course.
I know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't.
All you have to do is get their attention if you have a question or you need to talk to us. He's standing right there. She'll be right here.
Yeah. Okay, but will you guys tell me? Like, so you're telling me like you won't call whoever it is without telling me, right?
No.
I mean, I have all their phone
And we're
numbers
not
if you need
calling.
them.
We're not making phone calls. We're actually gonna speak to them in person.
Yeah.
We
That'll be
are.
later
They're
on.
going to. Okay.
It'll be.
No,
Later.
prior to us making any
I'm not
contact.
going to be here.
Okay.
They're going to kill me.
Okay.
We'll address all of that.
Yes.
Okay, before we leave. Okay.
This was.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
Well, we're
You don't
here,
know
so
anything though, like why or how?
So we will not know the answer to that because we're not doctors. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna go to the medical examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy.
Yeah.
That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot. There's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away.
soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle. So the lowest points of the body. That should just call it public. It happens to everyone.
I'm like really scared. I want you guys to know that.
You have, look around, you have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you. Before we go and make any notifications, you'll have plenty of time to leave or do what you need to do. Whatever you need to do. Okay? And we can talk about that more in length, but yeah, it's not going to be a surprise.
Real quick, and then,
but like, I don't, like, this was totally, like, not intentional. Like, that's what I'm scared about too. Like,
We'll have all the answers. We'll have a lot more answers tomorrow after medical exam. We look at them. Like you said, what you're seeing here is common. This is us coming out to the scene. Yeah, his age, no real medical history that we know of. For him to have passed away, we come out.
I know.
Yeah. We come out and do an investigation. Medical examiner's office will be sending people out. This is what we do. If he was 75 years old and had a history of heart condition, we wouldn't be here.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to find out. We're here to get the answers. The answers that you want, the answers that his family's going to want.
I just really want to see my son. Like, I really need to see my son. I mean, I know I can't go anywhere, but. Right. So do I just like sit out here and wait for you guys?
If you would, yes, please.
Does anybody else? Having to show up, or everybody's here that needs to be here?
My team's here
Yeah.
that needs to be here. The medical examiners will show up when we call them, but we're not ready for them yet. So they're going to take him, they're going to take some photos, take him, but that's towards the end of it. And they'll be called well in advance when we're ready for them, but we're not ready for them at this point. And we won't be calling them quite yet. Okay? So like I said, I got to go do some paperwork. They're going to chat. With some people, and then we're gonna come back and talk to you if you're okay with that.
Yes,
so just give us a little bit more time. Like I said, I need to go and do that, and he's gonna go do.
But do you guys tell his family like today or after tomorrow?
We have to. It's the
law. We have to go to make contact with him.
Yeah.
They have to be notified.
Once our investigation is pretty much complete here, once they leave here, we will be going to.
But again, you'll know. I'm not going to just go and do it without you knowing. You'll know. We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But how? I mean, I understand what you guys and how you do it, and you know. So, but like, what do you just tell him? What do you tell his parents? Like, what's the reason?
Passed away.
We tell them what we know at that point.
Yeah.
We tell them the truth.
And that we're gonna be waiting for the autopsy results, and I will be at the autopsy in the morning, and hopefully the doctor will be able to give me some of what they think and see.
We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
But yeah, they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that
They're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I
said?
told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them. Even after I've encouraged him numerous times to go over there and see his family. Unforgiving, I'll say that, where they've never accepted me, and everybody in his family has heard to kick my ass, so especially his sister. He had to pull her off me one time.
Do you have somewhere safe that you can go tonight?
Both my parents are deceased, my grandparents are deceased, my aunt and uncle are deceased. I got nobody. I have a brother that's in the Marines, and I've got another one that's in jail.
Unless the brother that's Marines, is he local?
No. Well, he's in Altamont, but I think he's doing whatever Marine thing he's doing. But the only way...
Your phone's inside, correct?
Yes.
Does he have a phone?
No.
He doesn't have a phone.
He used my phone.
He uses your phone.
Yeah, we
Okay,
did it
share a
together.
phone.
So... The only place I could go is over to Brian's house. So I don't think he'll have a problem with it.
Okay.
So,
well, like I said, we're not going to leave here. If you do not feel safe, you're not going to leave here with you not feeling safe. Because then we're liable.
And then his ex-wife in Philadelphia.
Well, she's in Philadelphia, but yes.
Shoot. There's going to be a funeral.
Right. That you're talking like days and weeks.
No,
and I'm talking right here, right now. So let me do my investigation. Let me go do this paperwork that I'm talking about because we can go back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know, sorry.
I promise we're not gonna leave here for you and you not feel safe. Okay? I promise.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Go ahead and type.
Okay.
Sit down and type and keep like eyes on. Do you have anyone in here?
There's nobody here, just me.
Okay.
So you guys can't hear me, huh? Oh man.